do I feel good today? What is up, DTL Universe? That is correct. We are live on this beautiful Thanksgiving holiday. First and foremost, on behalf of the entire Driving the Line crew, we want to say happy Thanksgiving. We are incredibly grateful for all of you that have allowed us in the last 10 months to really put DTL on the map. These are the days that we started this brand for. These are the days that we absolutely love, that's become so important to the NFL and the National Football League. Over the course of the next 60 minutes, and don't forget, you can also watch us on Stadium every single weekday, including today at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, before we look forward, we must always look back. And yesterday, a subpar day, which can only mean that we are locked and loaded for a bounce back Thanksgiving day. Now, we have tons of content all of the time. Turn on those notifications. Give us a subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Today, there will not be a DTL, the podcast, but normally we do have that every single weekday, but we will not have one today. But you guys know the drill on that as well. Now, we got 3 big games to talk about, and I got the best damn crew in the business, and we have some even willing to work on a holiday. That's the kind of dedication. Now, I need you guys always on the way in. Hit that like button for us. But when it's Thanksgiving, you never want to do anything alone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the picks. All right, today's going to be a little bit different. Just a little bit, not much, but look who I have today. And we're going to take a little bit of time because guess what? It's our damn show. It's our damn brand. We're going to do what we want to do. And we're going to tell you exactly what we are thankful for today. Let's start with my partner, the OG, the man who started this brand with me, AB. Happy Thanksgiving, sir. Good morning.
Happy Thanksgiving, Coach. Happy Thanksgiving, boys, crew, everybody. Now, look, what am I thankful for? Yeah, Coach, you already said it, man. All right. Everybody in the crew who has rolled with us from day one or brand new. But I'll tell you this, I'll dive deeper. What I'm most thankful for is how all of you, every one of you take care of new people that come in on the daily. All right. You pull up in a chair for them, let them sit down, you treat them like family. And that's why this is the best crew in the game.
You're damn right. Well said. Shout out to John. Happy Turkey Day. Wayne, good morning. GEA, I don't even know how to say it, said Peyton got sent to the kids' table. That's actually very funny. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you in the chat. Keep that thing popping. Now, next, he never stops working, even if it's on Turkey Day. And you knew he would be here today. He is our numbers guy for a reason. Please say good morning to Raphael Spot. Happy Thanksgiving, Raphael.
Happy Thanksgiving, boys. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone is watching. I am thankful that I woke up today. That should be the number one thankful every day. I got a green check mark when I open up my eyes and start working. So I'm thankful for that. And I'm also thankful for side dishes. Who cares about turkey and ham? Give me all the sides. Give me some banana pudding, pumpkin pie, mac and cheese. I want all the sides.
If you don't have cranberry sauce, you are dead to me, Raphael. Dead to me, I say. Now, up next, this man is the third adult walking God's green earth that held my beautiful baby girl for the very first time some 16 years ago. We go back a quarter of a century, and I'm honored to have him on DTL this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in Big Tommy C. Big Tommy, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, fellas. I'm thankful for my shed in the back because after my rant, I ended up sleeping back there last night. So it's a 20 by 20 shed. It's great. No heat. It's a little cold in the Northeast here, but I came through it. No, but really, I'm thankful for my granddaughter, my wife, my kids, and mostly thankful to my buddy Coach here who brought me into this thing 8 months ago where really I was going nowhere. I was a producer with WWE. Lost my job and kind of go nowhere. And he said, hey, you want to try this? I'm trying it, and I'm here today, and I'm so thankful for that. Thank you, Coach.
Oh, well, you're very welcome, and you've become a big part of what we're doing, man. Behind the turnbuckle's not the same without you. But to confirm what Tommy is saying, it's not all feel good today. It's not all feel good. because this I don't want to show the words, but this is the thread that I got worked into last night, started by said wife that Tommy went off on yesterday on Rant Wednesday. And all of that blue is me going, no boss. She is hot. She is hot. All right,
hey, AB, I'm going to West Haven today, right? So I hope she doesn't do this. Try to
hit you with that break, what?
Yeah. Sorry.
Real quick before we get into, because we're going to have every segment's going to be a different game. I think it's going to be kind of cool. We're going to kind of do it a little bit different. But I want to know any Thanksgiving traditions, because I know this. I ain't cooking a turkey today. I've got steaks. My kids love steak on Thanksgiving, so I'm making steak. I do have the macaroni and cheese, Raphael. I do have the mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, and cornbread. Your boy can cook, but my parents would be pissed if they knew I was making steak instead of turkey. AB, you?
My favorite tradition on Thanksgiving, all right, is going over to my dad's house, all right? And that's kind of where everybody comes together. And slowly watching him get annoyed with every single person that's there and ready for them to leave. That's my favorite tradition, because he'll look at me and I'll look at him and there's no words said, but I know exactly what that man is thinking, and it cracks me up every time.
I can see it already, man. I can see it already. And right when the Giants and Cowboys kick off, he's done. He's absolutely done.
Yep.
Get out.
He'll give you one game, right? And dude, when he's tuned in, all right, to the Giants and Cowboys, when it's 0-0 in the fourth, right, and he's tuned in, that means just leave.
Just leave. It's time for Drew Lock and Cooper Rush. Stop it, everybody, damn it. Just stop it. Oh, my God. Raphael, at your house, I can only imagine. Do we turn on the transistor radio to listen to one of the three games? What do we do at the Sparta household?
I work. I mean, normally now that I'm an adult and I've been in this industry, this is the industry I was telling the producer. Back in the day, we only had 2 football games. It was the Lions and Cowboys game, the Egg Bowl, and the Great Alaskan Shootout in college basketball. So what I used to do was I would do golf futures right now. I would do, will it snow on Christmas betting odds. I got to do that today as well. So I normally work. I eat, and then I just go back to work, because that's what it is. If you're watching sports, I'm usually trying to work.
Will it snow on what are we doing? Will it snow on Christmas? Good Lord, Tommy C, help me here, because I know at the Carlucci household it gets nuts, and I mean nuts.
Yeah, it gets crazy here. We have a whole bunch of friends come over, but I'm on the Italian side. We get a little antipasto in the beginning, either lasagna or stuffed shells. That's even before the turkey, guys. So I love me some Thanksgiving in the Italian way. Antipasto, you get your pasta, then you get that old turkey.
I think I speak for the entire chat and everybody watching right now saying, shocking. Tommy knows Thanksgiving.
Italians know how to do Thanksgiving. Italians know how to do Thanksgiving.
Oh, my goodness. You walk into that, you better be ready to eat at the Carlucci household. All right, guys, we're going to do all the picks here. We're going to do all the props here, and then we're going to break down every game throughout the hour. So, producer man, I need to see the straight plays, and there they are. AB, let's start right with you. What do we got today?
Well, you know what? I like to keep it simple on holidays here and just go after what I like. Sausage balls on the plate and 2 money line parlay with 2 teams I think are going to win. Lions, I think they beat down the Bears. Packers, I think they beat the Dolphins. Going to be a great game, but I'll take the Packers at home here. So put those 2 together, -115. Keep it simple to start.
It's a keep it simple Thanksgiving, and that's a way to take the points out of. If you're new to this is a great way. Bring the number down, take the points out. Both have to hit. AB. Well done on the start. Now, I'm going to keep it simple also. I think we're going to have a lot of energy in the early game. I think the Bears are a little bit better than people think that they are. They've lost 5 in a row, but 3 of those have been on the last play of the game. They're not horrible. And Caleb Williams is playing much better. They got a new offensive coordinator. So I think a lot of points today, over 47.5 in the first game of the day. Raphael, talk to me.
I'm keeping it simple as my teasers continue to cash. So the first one, I'm going for 6-point teaser, -120, Lions +3.5, and the Cowboys +2.5. Yes, I said the Cowboys +2.5. That's not a typo. I think the Lions roll. This number dropped to 8.5 yesterday, and I jumped all over the Lions at 8.5 when Bears money was coming in. But I'm going to keep it simple with the 6-point teaser, a Lions +3.5, and the Boys +2.5. And then I found this prop bet yesterday, or this game prop. Dolphins-Packers both complete first pass attempt, -110. It's going to be windy. There maybe get some snow flurries. I can see both quarterbacks' first attempt a screen pass or maybe a small tight end slant pass. I think the first two passes are going to be very small. Both attempts will be positive, and I'll cash the -110.
You can literally bet on anything these days. That's crazy that that's even a play. But leave it to Raphael to find it. I love it. All right, Big Tommy. Now, the chat's always taking care of us. They are saying the Lions are a little bit banged up today, but you, sir, are not scared. Give me your 3.
No, I think Dan Campbell wants to show out today. He's going to be on at 12:30. He wants to show everybody that they are the best team in the NFL. And also, they are the #1 scoring team in the NFL. So I think he wants to show out today and prove himself and prove everybody that they are one of the best teams in the NFL. My second game, I'm taking the Cardinals. I think it's going to be a shootout. Speed guys on both ends. You got Marvin Harrison, Justin Jefferson, and they're playing on turf there. Man, that's going to be a shootout. Well, the third game, the Cowboys. I'm taking the Cowboys here, and Giants are just a mess. I'll go through it later on.
Damn,
but,
Tommy.
they're a mess. And the Packers, you know how you stop speed in the Packer game? You play a game on the Packer game in November, and Tyreek Hill will not be feeling himself or Waddle, and I think the Packers will win this game today.
All right, very, very good. Straightforward there for Tommy. Now let's go over to the prop side of things. AB, you got 3. You guys better get your screenshots going.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Look, I hate to wish upon negative behavior here on a holiday, but that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take an interception in each game. Give me Caleb Williams of the Bears to throw a pick. Give me Cooper Rush to throw a pick. And give me Tua Tagovailoa to throw a pick. Even though, look, man, I love Tua. However, this Packers defense, dude, like this secondary are just ball hawks, man. And Scrappy, shout out. 1 DTL membership. Thank you, my friend.
Man, so many incredibly gracious people in the DTL universe. That's right, Scrappy. Now, you have to be watching live in order to be gifted a membership, but you get so much more content, so many more episodes, all of it on both sides of the fence. All right, Raphael, you got 2 props today. Talk to me.
Yeah, I like CeeDee Lamb over 6.5 receptions. This one opened up at 6.5, but the juice was -140, and the juice has been bet upwards. I don't understand this. Why he had 10 receptions his last game. He's hit this prop bet 5 out of 6. So I think Rush is going to be looking for him, and I think Lamb has a really good day as the Cowboys win. And then give me Josh Jacobs over 17.5 rushing attempts. Just feed him the ball. It's going to be a windy day. I think the run game is going to be huge for the Packers, like we saw against the 49ers when the run game was huge. I like Josh Jacobs over 17.5 rushing attempts, as the run game is the key to a Packer victory.
All right, very good. All right, Tommy, you're getting very sprinkle-ish here with the Cowboys. Talk to me.
Well, the last time the Giants have played the Cowboys, I think they lost like 40-6 or something like that. So they're going to win by 13 or 18, and the total points. Look at the 20 points in the first half, Coach. So I don't see any way the Giants are surviving this today at all.
Damn, whether it's the injured Danny DeVito or Drew Lock, either one, who doesn't even matter who's starting today. We'll compare all of them again. We're going to dive deep into all 3 games. All right, you guys see, I have 6 props today. I'm leaning into doubling down. I think we're having a lot of energy in the first game. Jared Goff will go over his passing yards, and he will throw at least 2 touchdowns today. DJ Moore in that same game, over 5.5 catches. He went bananas last week. It's a new OC. Remember that. Caleb Williams is tossing it all over the yard. Over 55.5 receiving yards also for DJ Moore. And then Jonnu Smith of the Dolphins. This guy has turned into a beast. In fact, he's kind of become the number 2 guy for Miami. And Tyreek Hill is now the number 3 guy behind Jalen Waddle. I think Jonnu Smith has a big day with his catches and also with his receiving yards. All right, that is all of our straight plays and all of our props still to come here on the show on this Thanksgiving episode of DTL. We break down every single game individually. Hopefully you guys are out to a great start. It's a vibe. It is Thanksgiving, and this is DTL. All right, you degenerates that watch on our YouTube channel. We value and love you guys so very much. Tommy, last night, a big night in the NBA, but there's a lot of negativity coming out of the NBA. Anthony Edwards, they've lost 4 in a row. Remember, they went to the conference finals a year ago. He's calling his team soft in November. AB, what have we done? Soft?
Hey, you know what? Go ahead and get it out early. Look, every game in the season matters, man. They all weigh the same. Hey, if somebody's being soft, call their ass out on it. I respect it.
I love you, AB. Raphael, Anthony Edwards is really starting to get more of a voice. Really, the last 7 months since they went to the Olympics.
Yeah, and it's good because he's gonna be the name on this team. He's gonna be the face all over the place. So I'm glad he said it. I'm glad he's stepping up to be a leader. Wow, someone's actually being a leader on a team. I like it.
It's crazy talk. Absolute crazy talk. Big T?
I think he's taking a page out of the book of Malik Neighbors, right?
Wow.
Right? And now Edwards is coming out there. But Edwards has been established a little bit. Malik Neighbors is his first year, and he's coming out saying there's so I kind of like it. I like when players call other players out like that. And then you just see where you're standing at, and you either got to stand up or take the crap.
This is the same type of thing that Kobe Bryant used to do, and he didn't give a damn. There's a famous video out there that says being a leader is lonely, and he's absolutely right because you can't be everybody's best friend. And this is Anthony Edwards, who knows that he's an MVP candidate. This is him stepping up and saying, listen, this cannot continue. Not past the first of the year. We've got to really start to get things going because when you start to get too far back, guys, AB, I got about 20 seconds in the NBA. Even if you're 5 or 6 back, that can feel like an eternity when you're playing 82 games and that grind is going.
It does. That's exactly why you want leadership. You want somebody stepping up saying, hey, all right, don't look all the way to the future. One game at a time. That's how we do this. One win at a time.
Don't look to the future. Look back to the future. That was so bad. I'm so glad that was on the YouTube side, not on the... Oh, gosh. Yeah, I know. I was bad. All right, we're back in 5 seconds. Okay, welcome back, everybody. It is Thanksgiving, and this, yes, is a brand new show. While every other brand out there is sleeping in, taking it easy, not the crew, not us, not all of you watching right now. That's not how we do it. Now, I got AB today is here. Raphael is here. Big Tommy C is here. Game number 1, gentlemen, at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time this afternoon. It's a battle in the AFC North. You got the best team in the NFC, the Detroit Lions, but they've lost 7 in a row on this glorious holiday. But they have had that number come down. So, Raphael, you're my numbers guy. As always, I got to start with you. Why is the number coming down instead of going up?
I believe because the way the Bears have been playing their last 2 games, they've been scoring more. Caleb Williams looks more comfortable with the new offensive coordinator. And what the Lions have done on Thanksgiving, I found this that the Lions and Cowboys have only covered 2 games in the last 6 years. Since 1994, the Lions and Cowboys have only won straight up and covered a spread in both games. I don't see either one of these home teams winning or covering game. We could see an upset in one of these 2 first games.
Oh, we're talking about the Cowboys game now, too?
Well, I was bringing it in because they're the big 2 stars of Thanksgiving. It's always Lions, Cowboys, always Lions, Cowboys. I think that's why money is coming in on the Bears because of what the Lions have done in past.
Dude, I'm just messing with you. I'm just in a froggy mood today. AB, let me come over to you because we know that Tommy loves the Lions today. But my gut tells me, because I love that we don't talk about our picks before the show. Everybody can have their own opinion. I just have this feeling today that it's gonna be a high energy game. That's why I played the over, because I don't know which way to go on the spread. Your thoughts?
There are a lot of injuries on the Lions side. All right. They are banged up for sure. Now, I mean, look, that's why you're going to bring energy as a coach, right? Because you want to overcome that, right? And if I were looking at anything, look, 9.5 is a big, big number. All right. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's a big number. The way coaches go about handling when your team is on a short week and you're banged up and you're injured, start fast. Start as fast as possible. All right. Get points on the board immediately. I would play Lions first quarter. I would play Lions first half, whether you want to do spread, whether you want to do a team total, touchdowns, whatever. That is the way that the Lions want to go about it today. Take your enemy out before it even becomes a game.
Tommy, that's music to your ears. You
Yes,
want a fast start from Detroit, right?
Yeah, and Jamar Gibbs has scored at least one touchdown against NFC North teams. And also out of the last 9 games, 8 of the last 9 games, they have covered the spread. So I think they're going to do a nice job today. So we'll see.
Raphael.
Number just moved to 9. DraftKings, FanDuel, and both
Wow.
BetMGM moved it to 9.
Wow. All right,
Wow.
Tommy. Officially, your number is 9. That's crazy. But as I give you your flowers, I've also have to correct you because it's the soupy thing to do. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
My
We're all
bad.
family here. We're all family here. And as we compare players from this game, let's look at quarterbacks first. Look at these incredible graphics that AB came up with to put all the games together. AB, next level, kid. Absolute next level. Let's start with the top 2 up there. So these are the numbers according to DraftKings. And you guys know I'm on the over for Jared Goff already at 246.5. He just has certain games, AB, where he says, you know what? Today's going to be my day. And Tommy already talked about the offense and how good it has been. When you're this dangerous on defense and at the quarterback position, but what do you think about the Caleb Williams side after the last 2 games? He had over 300 yards last week.
He's going to chuck it. All right, now here's the question. All right, the Lions, what they're going to want to do, another thing on top of starting fast, is your best defense is your offense with the ball. All right.
Mhm.
If I keep the ball away from you, there's not a damn thing that you can do about it. Right.
Mhm.
Like you just can't play in the game. So I'm with you, man. Like I would look at Caleb Williams' yardage over completions. Obviously, I'm on the interception, but I would look to hit yards because he's probably going to chuck some deep. And then Jared Goff, man, I don't hate yardage, but the completions, that's a solid look right there.
I think you're onto something there because Raphael, Jared Goff, they have this incredible way of having all of their receivers run down about 5 to 10 yards, turn around and have 3 guys wide open and then run after the catch. So maybe completions is the way to go with Goff.
It is, but what if the Lions jump off of a big lead? Then the running game of the Lions is going to affect that. That's why I'm leaning towards the under at 246.5. But I think Caleb Williams over 231.5 is still value, even though this one opened up at 219.5 for Caleb Williams passing yards. The Bears could be behind. He's going to have to chuck it. I like Williams, but Goff, I'm looking at an under just because if they have a lead, I think they're going to be running the ball.
Tommy, did you just notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Did
Yes,
you
I
feel
did.
that?
Yes, I did.
No synergy.
Not only is there no synergy, that was a backhanded slap to the face. That's one of my best bets today. And you're just low-key flexing all over it?
But you're going to get a gem today, Coach. You're going to get a gem today, though. That's going to make it up.
Oh, my God, I can't wait for that. If I don't get when we can pick 3 guys, what are we doing? I mean, what are we doing? Big Tommy, let me come over to you because Caleb Williams, to me, is what we talk about a lot here on the show, that sports books sometimes are a week or 2 later than what's really happening. Caleb Williams has had 2 fantastic weeks, but yet his number is still at 231.5 because the weeks before the last 2 weeks with the new offense coordinator were not good at all. That's why I think today, if people lean into Caleb Williams, they can cash several tickets, not just the yardage. Your thoughts?
Yeah, and he's been unpredictable, right? He's been up and down all season. Now the last 2 weeks, he's been great. I think for them to stay in the game, he has to go over that 231 and his completions also. For them to be in this game at all against the Lions, he's going to have to chuck it today, Coach.
Yes, he is. Now, they also have, and this is why it's so hard to bet props on the Detroit Lions. Raphael just kind of alluded to it. Let's switch it over to running backs now. Because, yeah, we've got Jahmyr Gibbs up there, AB, at 75.5. But sometimes they've got David Montgomery who's having a good day, and he'll go out there and run. So it's when it comes to running backs, I think it's really hard when you look at the Lions team.
Who are you talking to, me?
Oh, AB. Sorry, I thought I said AB.
No, you're good. No, you're right, man. And, it's kind of like the Chiefs. Like, when you start betting Chiefs props, there's so many players. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many ways that they get down. You can get down with Jahmyr Gibbs on the ground. You can get Jahmyr Gibbs in the air. David Montgomery, even though he is a little banged up, Jahmyr Gibbs' numbers in the books are up for a reason. Hint, hint, right? But you got tight ends everywhere. You got wide receivers. There's only one football. You know what I mean? So I'm with you, Coach. Like, playing quantity props is tough for this team playing that one-shot quality prop, like a longest rush. It's generally where you get it going today. And also, can I say one thing as well?
Of course.
If anybody's ever played at any level, all right, it stinks when you're on a holiday on the road. And if you're playing, there's a big difference between the morning game and playing the night game, because the night game, you can't sit there and eat turkey all day. You just sit in a damn hotel by yourself for a while. Then, yeah, you know what I mean? And then you meet up with the team, you take the bus, and you know what you do? You sit there. Again, you sit all damn day. But when you're playing the morning game, all right, you get out there and take off, dude. You're excited. You can get bored during the day, man, with that night one.
You know what? As much as I've thought about it over the years, I don't know if I've ever thought about it like that from the AB's eating perspective, but you're absolutely correct. You're not going to have a big meal at midnight when you're done playing in 25-degree weather. So there is a mentality. And I think, Raphael, sometimes we forget that these guys are also human beings. And rarely will you hear a player complain about playing on Thanksgiving or Christmas, because normally that means either you're a team of some substance or you're a team of some legacy. And I think right now, if you're playing on Thanksgiving, you should be grateful. But to AB's point, you still have a family at home that still wants to eat and still have a big deal. How hard do you think it is for these guys not to indulge?
Probably not for Lions and Cowboys, because it's tradition. If you get drafted or traded by one of those teams, you know you're playing on Thursday on Thanksgiving. I think that's why the NBA players complain about playing on Christmas more than the football players complain on Thanksgiving. We know the tradition of Thanksgiving football. So, yeah, I think the Lions and Cowboys are used to it. Now, I feel bad for like the Bears and all these other teams who don't normally play on Thanksgiving. They might be rough, especially the offensive linemen. Feel bad that they can't eat.
Yeah, those guys had three very. All right, let's flip it over to the receivers now for this particular game. And we got two absolute studs, Big Tommy. We've got Amon-Ra St. Brown at 70.5 and DJ Moore, who is one of my best bets for the entire day, because he is now the highest paid player in the history of the Chicago Bears organization. Now, when you look at these two guys, Tommy, and I got about 30 seconds for you, how do you size them up? Which one do you think has a bigger day?
I think Moore has to have the bigger day for the Browns to win. For the Bears to win. And Brown is a sick receiver, but I think Moore has to have a big day today in order for Bears to stay in this game against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, and AB, I feel like the lines on DJ Moore are very low, just like Caleb Williams.
Yeah, it is, right? Like, I mean, 55.5, you know, the longest reception is interesting.
I like that too.
That one's tough.
I like that too.
Yeah, I'd go longest reception there on DJ.
I like that too. Raphael, what do you think, pal?
I like Moore's receptions. I think he has a big game, like everyone else has said. Brown, again, they could be running the ball a lot for Detroit, but I'll take more receptions.
Oh, so you do like one of my best bets then. I see what you're doing there. Yeah, that's okay. Getting back in my good graces. By the way, my man Aaron Bailey says, hey, fellas, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Does anyone else think the Macy's Day Parade is overrated? Asking for a friend. I'll get into my Macy's Day Parade story, legendary, coming up a little bit later on the show. Yes, we are live. Yes, we are here. Yes, it is Thanksgiving. I feel the need to do the public service announcement because everybody else tapes their Thanksgiving Day show. Yeah, that's right. And then they play it as live. That's not what we do. Still to come, we got two more big games to get into. The Cowboys are the team. They are the franchise when you think about Thanksgiving. But today, are they still? We'll talk about that. And also the game of the day, at least on paper, can the Miami Dolphins win their fourth straight and continue their ascent in the race for the wild card spots in the AFC? That's still to come. It's a vibe. It's Thanksgiving. Thank you for hanging out. The live numbers incredible. It's DTL, and we are back. All right, you degenerates. No NBA today. And growing up, AB, did you look more forward to that one college game knowing you, or was it always the just two? It's only been recently that we've had three, but what was it for you in the Bell household college or NFL?
College for sure. Now don't get me wrong, man. Like the NFL is the NFL. Like it's standard. You love it. It's there. But no, man. Like it's college football. For sure. I'll tell you this. My old man, he has every Tennessee game on tape since 1970 something. And as a kid, we would watch tape. We would watch tape literally all the time. So I'm telling you, man. Like I was raised doing this. Like it was awesome. So college for me.
Wow. Raphael, what about you?
College lately, the Egg Bowl's always been good. Tonight's game, Tulane and Memphis. I think that's going to be competing with Green Bay and Miami. Those are two big games that I can't wait to watch. But this Memphis-Tulane game, I'm so excited because this has college football playoff maybe implications.
I thought about you yesterday because you've been the only person that keeps talking about Tulane here on the show. And I was driving around and they mentioned Tulane. I go, oh, Raphael would love this discussion because I haven't heard anybody else. But you're right. They're ranked 17th. And Tommy, I know what your answer is because you're 40 miles from New York City. Are you kidding me right now? It had to be NFL, right?
Oh, NFL all the way. I just remember back in the day watching the Lions game with Madden and Summerall, and at the end of the game, bringing the turducken out and the big leg of turkey and the offensive lineman eating it. That it was NFL all the way for me.
That was such a great time, wasn't that?
Oh, yeah.
When they bring out the turducken with the 12 legs on it. And I only got to meet John Madden one time. And one time. Yeah, it was in a promotional event that I got invited to because I'm in the Madden football game. Barely still, but I'm still in it. And, you guys would not believe the amount of money that EA Sports would pay him every year just for the name on the game. He had to do nothing other than be John Madden. Crazy amount of money. Crazy. All right, we are past the bottom of the hour. Back in 5 seconds. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Coming up in about 15 minutes, you will get my Macy's Day Parade story. But we got 2 more games that we got to jump into. If you're just joining us and I'm seeing that live number just climb and climb and climb, happy Thanksgiving to all of you. We're just past the bottom of the hour in the East, about 10:32 out here in the West, just getting started around 7:32 in the afternoon or in the morning. I am the coach today. I got AB, I got Raphael, and Big Tommy C here with you, and we are live talking about all 3 NFL games. AB, let's get over quickly to the afternoon one, 4:30 start time. The Cowboys, this one's gone to 3.5. The total now has just crept over that pivotal 37 number. Does the way the Cowboys played last week in beating the Commanders give Cowboy fans hope that maybe they can get on a little bit of a run? AB.
Yeah, it's crazy that the Cowboys are the more stable franchise right now, right? Like they're the vision of stability in this game. And I don't mean that anything negative on the Giants. Here's the thing to understand, okay? The Giants are starting Drew Lock at quarterback. That's 3 quarterbacks in 3 straight games that are different. All right, dude, it is unreal how difficult it is to get timing down, right? Like Drew Lock wasn't working with the 1s all year. He wasn't even working with the 2s. Like that's the only thing that I worry about. Now, Drew Lock will throw it. I'll give that kid credit, but it might take a minute to get timing down. I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of running the football and very short passes for the Giants to start the game.
Tommy, AB just spoke the truth. What are we doing in New York today? What are they saying on the fan about your beloved Giants on the road in Big D?
They're not giving them a shot against Lock. Here's the other thing, AB. In order to throw the ball, you need to have time. Illuminor, the right tackle, is out. We all know the best left tackle in football is out in Thomas, and I don't know how he's going to get time with Micah Parsons. He just eats up the Giants. You want to hear an interesting statistic about the Giants? The Giants haven't led in a game since the Seattle game in October. That was the beginning of the football playoffs. They haven't led in any game since they played Seattle. That is incredible. Enough said about that. That's so embarrassing. And they have failed to cover the spread in their last 6 games. And now you have Drew Lock playing. That was with Daniel Jones playing. Now you got 3rd-string quarterback, second, whatever he is. And you're right. He hasn't had time to do anything with this team. And Malik Neighbors seems he just seems to bailed out. He tapped out. So we'll see what happens today, man. But I'm not giving them a very big chance today.
Man, I'm just going to get out of Tommy's way, dropping all those nugs on the second game of the day. I know, though. Quickly, let's go over to the quarterbacks, Raphael. Let's take a look at how they compare today. And, I mean, AB had a decision to make today. And we go with Drew Lock because Mr. DeVito is out of the commission, at least in our brains. So as we look at this, Raphael, Locke is not even 200 because of that timing issue. Cooper Rush started to look more and more settled in a week ago. Do you think either quarterback plays a pivotal role today?
I like Cooper Rush passing yards over 213. Even if they have a big lead, they're still going to throw because they have no running game whatsoever. If they could be up by 50 and they'll still be throwing because their running backs are horrible. But I'm going to jump back a little bit. If you're watching us right now, drop the coffee, drop the pie, and bet the 3.5 now because it'll be a solid 4.5 probably in about an hour and a half. Most offshore books have 4 already. This one will be 4. That would not be shocked me if we see a 5 pop up on the Cowboys.
Interesting. It continues to move throughout the day. Does that surprise you? Let's flip it over to the running backs as we continue to move along. Does it surprise you, AB, as Raphael's talking about it, that now that I think people are up and awake and they're starting to realize, oh, wait a second, we can get the Cowboys for less than 5? Let's jump all over that, even though it's still, a long time till game time.
It's surprising, but here's the thing. Number one, Tyrone Tracy is a stud, the running back for the Giants. And the Cowboys don't have a run defense, right? So I wouldn't be surprised to see Tyrone Tracy get every opportunity on planet Earth. And remember this as well. For everything that we just said about the Giants, all right? And we weren't being negative. It's just when you're on a third-string quarterback, it's difficult. Don't forget this. The Giants are the best team at the NFL at sacking your quarterback. They bring heat constantly and can get to you, man. Like, that will be interesting on the other side because the Cowboys will have to alleviate that with Rico Dowdle. So pay attention to those two things.
And that might lead, Tommy, to a fade of Rico Dowdle. He's only gone over 85 twice this entire season. So if he's having to stay in and pass protect, that's going to take away from his rushing yards, Tommy, and also his receiving yards, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they're gonna, I think they're gonna throw the ball a lot today. Rico Dowdle, sexy Dexy Lawrence is the best thing the Giants have on the defensive line. He's leading in sacks and everything like that. So if you keep him in there, you're gonna have to throw the ball. And this is the problem with the Giants. Their secondary, another big note, has not had one interception all year. So that means Lamb and the rest of the boys there are just gonna have a field day against this secondary.
Oh, my God. Speaking of that, let's flip it over to the receivers in this game quickly. And when you look at those, you got Neighbors and Lamb. Normally, Raphael, this is a big-time matchup. But lately, both guys, they ain't been happy.
No, I want nothing to do with Neighbors. I think he's checked out already. So that's why I'm putting all my stock on maybe Lamb numbers. I like his receiving yards, and I like his receptions already at 6.5. I want nothing to do with Malik Neighbors. We saw last week, he's checked out. He's planning vacation time already.
Complaining, AB. That's all. He had 6 catches, 64 yards with 0 targets in the first half last week. Maybe they start first quarter. Maybe he is a sneaky play.
I mean, have some perspective, Malik. I feel you, but my God, do you see what you have, the quarterback and the O-line? This is what stinks, is that look at these 2 wide receivers and then the quarterback's throwing to them. Like Malik Neighbors and CeeDee Lamb are studs. And they're like, oh, God, we got AB throwing to us out here.
Maybe these 2 names are stay away today. All right, let's flip it over quickly. This is what happens. You got 3 gigantic games. This is the last one. And a lot of people think this is going to be, AB, the game of the day. Green Bay, it's going to be very cold. There's all those numbers being thrown out. Dolphins haven't done this in this degree. I don't care about that. I care about Tua being healthy, and I care about the fact that the Dolphins have won 3 in a row. Is this number right, AB?
Yeah, it's right because, look, that's the one thing that has stopped this Dolphins offense, even when Tua's been healthy, is cold weather. This offense is built on timing, and it's built – don't underestimate how physical this offense is. More physical than the 49ers offense. I'm not kidding you. You have to block. It's why Tyreek Hill is always injured. Wide receivers and running backs are always injured. It is built on physicality and blocking to get people open. I'm not discounting it, but cold weather is a real issue for Miami, a very real issue.
So if that's a real issue, Tommy, let me come over to you. Then they're going to have to look on the ground tonight, and they're going to have to try to keep Green Bay out because Love has really established himself as a featured quarterback. And we can put up the quarterback numbers while I'm asking Tommy this as we flip it over. Because Tommy, Jordan Love, look at his number, look at his completions, look at his interception number. That shows how much the books respect him. How much do you respect Mr. Jordan Love and Tua, for that matter?
I really like Jordan Love a lot. And here's the deal, man. He could either throw the ball or run the ball. I don't see Tua running much tonight. I agree with AB. The weather's a big deal for Miami. And Miami is just so unpredictable. But Tua is not going to run the ball that much. He's going to look to Tyreek Hill or Waddle or one of these guys, and they have to establish the run in the beginning also. So we'll see what happens. I think weather is huge for Miami. They're just such an unpredictable team, guys. They're up 1 week, they're down. I know they've won a couple in a row, and then when you jump on them, they end up losing the big game.
That's the thing. They do. But as long as Tua's in there, it might be worth a little sprinkle. Shout out to Mark. Miami is 0-11 in sub-40-degree weather. Let's flip it over now to the running backs. We can talk on anything here. I just want you guys to see the numbers as they're starting to come in and as they start to change. Raphael, let me come to you because whether it's A-Chain or Jacobs, we're on both of those guys today as a brand. And I think because of the weather we're all talking about, these two names could be incredibly important tonight.
Yeah, especially Jacobs. And I did an interview yesterday in Madison, Wisconsin, and they asked me if the Packers would have lost last week to the 49ers, what would today's point spread be? And I said 3 because of the weather. The bettors know Miami's record into winter, and we were going to get Green Bay money no matter if they won last week or lost last week. So now it's only 3.5. And I'm hearing that the Packers want to run the ball to keep Tua on the sideline. They don't want nothing to do with his slant passes, his screen passes, and how they moved the ball last week, how Miami won. It's going to be a run-happy game for Green Bay.
All right, AB, I'm going to come over to you. Let's flip it over and just show everybody the receivers that both teams are dealing with. And AB, when you look at Tyreek Hill, but then you look at how the Dolphins have been winning games, it's really kind of been Jalen Waddle and then Jonnu Smith. But that's the name I don't think a lot of people know, AB. Jonnu Smith has become a beast, too.
Yeah, Jonnu Smith, dude, he's tight end. Used to play with the Tennessee Titans, man. Like, he is a stud, big body guy. He can catch, he can block, he can do it all. Jonnu Smith's a good dude. He is a solid option. And Tyreek Hill, he's been injured. He's injured today, right? If you're looking at anything Tyreek, I would look to go with a one shot and get out of there. Don't play quantity, play quality. A longest reception, a touchdown, etc. Do not make it difficult on yourself. And then, yeah, Jaden Reed, man, it's been a stud.
Does anybody think, did you guys see the story on Tyreek Hill, by the way? They dropped the charges of the traffic stop.
Yeah.
You guys see this? Because the police didn't show up.
Bingo. You know what that means? That means lawsuit, son. That means the police union told them, do not show up. This is a lawsuit.
It's so bananas. So bananas. Real quick, shout out to Kevin. AB, Kevin just gifted 10 DTL premium memberships.
Walsey's the man, dude. Walsey's the man, and everybody's been like, it's just unbelievable, man. You guys are just, I can't say it enough. You're just the best in the game. Thank you.
They really are. I mean, everybody wants everybody else to be involved. That's what the gifting the membership thing truly is. We have new episodes. We have weekend wagers. We have a lot of content behind the premium wall in addition to this. And that's just Kevin saying, hey, I want 10 more people to come along for the ride. And that's awesome. So, Kevin, thank you very much. And thank you to everybody. You have to be watching live in order to receive said. Our resident benefactor, you knew he was going to step in, toe in the deep end. Roberto Bibbo, 5 DTL memberships. Well, I love that's one of my best nicknames I've ever given out. A resident benefactor. Love ourselves. All right, on the other side, my legendary Thanksgiving Day Macy's parade story will be coming at you. And also, if you weren't here at the top of the show, we're recapping everything. All the picks is DTL. It's a vibe. It is Thanksgiving. All right, you degenerates. We have an issue, AB. Big issue. One of our OGs, Matt, says, been unable to watch. Just checking in. My wife and I bought out all the ingredients, but are now taking a YouTube crash course in turkey prep. Good times. Happy Turkey Day, all. Matt, what are we doing? AB,
Wow.
what are we doing?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this. You know what? Sometimes, all right, you just got to bend the knee a little bit and go along with the operation. All right. And I'll tell you this, whatever show that they're watching, all right, if you want to help them out, hit the like button, okay? And then just write a comment and say thank you. That's all you got to do. That will help their algorithm tremendously. Tremendously, and it costs you nothing. Yeah. So I say it. Give them a shout out. It'll help.
Yeah. Matt, I will not give you Raphael. I'm embarrassed. I can't even talk right now. Raphael, well, would you do that with your wife?
No, she doesn't let me do anything around the kitchen with her, so no.
I'm a little scared to ask this next one. Tommy, if you were to approach Michelle at this very moment and said, "Hey, honey, I got the YouTube cranked up out here in the kitchen. How about me and you stuff that turkey today, huh?"
Yeah,
what would she say, Tommy?
Stuff yourself, you fat bastard.
Any other questions?
I'd be having Swanson turkey TV dinner. That's what I'm going to have.
I can only imagine. Oh, my God. Right now, I feel like I've caused World War III at the Carlucci household. And, Matt, Godspeed, buddy. Godspeed. Keep that chat pumping. You guys have been amazing today. The live number, absolutely amazing today. Do not forget, you can watch us on demand every single day, and also 4 p.m. Eastern, starting on Monday, by the way. If you do watch us on the stadium platforms, Amazon, DirecTV, all of those, we will be moving to 3 p.m. Eastern time to start their betting block. That will continue. All right, we are winding down, but you don't have to go anywhere. We have still plenty more to come. We recap all our picks and a Macy's Day Parade story in 5 seconds. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We are here on Thanksgiving. Best damn crew in the game. Another big thank you to all of you who have gotten up and made us a part of your morning before you head to grandma's house or sister's house or mom's house or whoever's house. Producer man, I need to see my entire crew. Because before we recap our picks, gentlemen, and I think, Tommy, you were there for this. Have you guys ever watched the Macy's Day Parade? Kind of, you know, the vibe on the Macy's Day Parade? Yeah, everybody's good with that? So years ago, the company, and we all know who owned the company, decided it was a good idea to purchase a float in the Macy's Day Parade. But few people know that in the Macy's Day Parade, you have to buy 2 years. And it's $250,000 a pop to get into the Macy's Day Parade. So we played $250,000. I get a call on Tuesday. Hey, coach, we need you in the parade on Thursday. I'm going back to Kansas. Oh, wait, we're not asking. We're telling you. So I had to go to New York, stay at the Regal Royal Hotel for that. And by the way, Lillian Garcia had a hit single, apparently, that she sang 8,000 times on that float that day. All right. I'd been out partying in New York all night, hadn't slept at all. I fly back to Wichita. I land at midnight. I'm standing in line for my rental car, and I still got 2 hours to drive. Who do you think is standing behind me? A little black man taps me on the shoulder, says, "Excuse me, weren't you in the Macy's Day Parade this morning?" And I said, "I'm in Wichita, Kansas. How the hell would you know that?" I'm thinking maybe he watched me on the float. You know, I'm a big star all across. Yeah. He says, "I was 2 floats behind you." I said, 2 floats behind me? That was the Barney float. And I said, "You were on the Barney float?" He says, "I am Barney." I said, "What?" He says, "I'm the person who's been inside of Barney for the last 15 years. Wow. And he had retired, and he still does big events like the Macy's Day Parade or Christmas Day Parade, all of that." Can you believe that? Standing behind me, flew on both flights all the way to Wichita. He was a guest minister at the church that I went to when I started my career in Wichita, Kansas. How about that? Banana land. Absolutely banana.
I can hear Vince McMahon right now saying, "Who the hell's Barney, pal?"
It's so funny you say that, AB. It's so funny you say that because at the start of the morning in that hotel, that's where all the celebrities stayed, right? So we're standing there, and I was always kind of a buffer between the public and him. And these two young black men walk over. Great to see you guys. Great to Mr. McMahon. Great to see you. And they walk away, and I knew he had no clue who it was. And all of a sudden, you wait for it. Beat. Coach, who the hell was that? It was two members of Boys to Men. Very recognizable. And they had just sang America the Beautiful, the national anthem, at WrestleMania in the previous years. And no clue who they were. That was like the full 24 hours for me. That was all happening.
That's a tag team, pal.
Hey guys, you know what the funny part of this whole deal is on Coach is that Michael Cole lived in Jersey and they could have asked him to do it, but they asked
Tommy.
Coach
They did. He said no.
I know.
Michael Cole said no. Quote me on that, Dirt Sheets.
Yep.
Michael Cole said no. Can't be bothered. Yeah, I don't want to drive across a bridge to just be in Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah,
I'll cancel my entire flight.
That's the kid that goes to Kansas.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Good times, good memories, but also good picks. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the whip around. Producer man. Clearly, I talked too long, so we've got to make these fast. We ripped through them one nugget, less than 10 seconds. AB, go.
Yep. We're going to take the Lions money line and the Packers money line, put them both together, -115. Let's go.
I like the over in the first game today, 47.5. I just think it's going to be a high-energy, high-leverage game. I like that over. Raphael.
6-point teaser. I had a typo on it. That's my bad. Lions -3.5. Cowboys +2.5. -120. 6-point tease. And then give me the Dolphins-Packers. Both complete first pass attempt -110.
Tom, you got all three home teams today. Talk to me.
Yes, the Lions have covered the spread in 8 of the last 9 games. Mic drop here. The Cowboys have won 14 of 15 of the last games against the Giants, and the Packers have won each of their last 6 games against AFC opponents.
Boom, boom, and boom. Flip it over. Props. AB.
We're going interceptions here. We're going Caleb Williams to throw a pick, Cooper Rush to throw a pick, and Tua Tagovailoa to throw a pick. Take them off.
Raphael.
CD Lamb over 6.5 receptions -120. Josh Jacobs over 17.5 rushing attempts -110.
Mine very quickly. Goff over yardage. Goff over 1.5 touchdown passes. Is going to be a big, high-scoring game today. DJ Moore, same game. He's going to help with that over. And then Jonnu Smith in the late game. I like his catches, and I like his yards. Shout out to Gathan. Shout out to DTL. All right, Tommy, what do you got?
Cowboys are going to have these points by the first half. They lost last week to Tampa Bay 23-0 in the first half. Easy points for the Cowboys here today.
All right. Now, it is that time of the day. It is that time of the day. We've got 3 games, and so far I am 0-42, I think. All right, producer man, I need to see this screen. AB is the OG. You get to go first, AB, all 3. You're up.
Thank you, Coach. First off, got to give a shout-out to our Meg McGowan third here. I got to give one because he won the showdown on the Indiana game. Yeah, Indiana got their butt whooped, and he called it was going to happen. So there you go right there. Great showdown win. Now, Sam Laporta, game 1, +1,200. Let's go. Malik Neighbors, game 2, +1,000. Let's go. And Tyreek Hill, +1,100. Feel like adding 3 diamonds to the name today. Let's go.
God, just my throat is so chalky this morning. It's crazy. Raphael, your 3. You're up.
I wish people could see emails that come through how quickly people were picking names last night. But I'm going to take Caleb Williams 25-1 for game 1. Game 2, Cowboys defense. This Giants offense stinks 17-1 for Cowboys defense. And I love me some Love. Give me Jordan Love 19-1.
By the way, you know when somebody talks trash too early? Producer man's on Jameson Williams, Ezekiel Elliott, and Jonnu Smith. Japan says, Coach, didn't even give out picks. Tal definitely thrown in. Oh, really? Japan. A little early there, big boy. Little early. Big timing. Go.
DeAndre Swift going to run the ball in today. Wan'Dale Robinson's going to be the guy they're looking at, not Neighbors. And Raheem Morris is going to score also today.
or Raheem Mostert, depending on where you come from in the company. It's okay, dog. I got you thrown off because you see my 3 picks and you realize you have no shot. Absolutely no shot. DJ Moore, this is what happens when you have 2 good teams. You get good numbers on a really good player. DJ Moore, I was shocked that he was over 1,000, but they don't think the Bears are going to score first. Then Brandon Cooks in game number 2. I think he's going to be featured a lot. And then Christian Watson in the late game. I was shocked that this one was over plus 1,000 as well, but it is. And I'm telling you right now, AB, if I do not get in today, oh my gosh, he goes, better off not giving our picks. Oh, geez. Me and Japan are going to have a real problem, AB, if this continues. Real problem.
He's got a heel on you, Coach.
I love that.
I love it.
All right. I only got about 45 seconds. I have nowhere really to go. All right, AB, one final take from you heading into 3 big games today.
Yep. Playing at home on this day is fantastic because you get to rest, and playing on the road is tough, man. Favorites in the NFL. Raphael, what's the stat? Favorites in the NFL?
NFL betting favorites since 2004 are 48-9 straight up and 38-19 against the spread. That's 66% against the spread.
See, that shows where my head was at. I completely forgot about Raphael's stat of the day. My bad, boys. Look at that, though. Look at that. 48-9.
Wow.
8-19. Tommy, I'd feel pretty good about that. I'd feel pretty good about your picks today as favorites have dominated over the years. All right. Once again, we are incredibly thankful for all of you. I want you guys to go out into the world now, pay it forward, be kind to one another, drive safely to grandma's house, and understand this. There's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these Thanksgiving picks straight to the pay window. Ryan Tiger, Lumbo, my man Big Tommy C for a quarter of a century. My numbers guy, Raphael, always strong. AB, damn right. Producer man, always there. I'm the coach. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about. Happy Thanksgiving from DTL. Good luck.